All right, first and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Koholah, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. Lord's willing, it'll be edifying. And as usual, I'm going to go in the Rakak Quadash. All right. And this is pretty much Salakia. Today's date is February 10th, 2020, the year of prophecy. And this is pretty much going to be just like a little update pretty much on the coronavirus. Because still, I mean, this is big news still. And I've been watching it, not really saying much. But, you know, besides alternative media, the news, mainstream media, I guess you can call it, CNN and whatnot, CNN, Fox News, NBC, ABC, local news, no one is really talking about it, man. They're downplaying the severity of this coronavirus, man, which we know is ultimately a plague that's fallen upon Moab, one of our enemies, from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's a sign of the times that we're living in and the things to come, and it's only going to increase. Things are only going to get worse, But hey, they're trying to what's the word? Not panic the people, downplay things, distract the people. Was at the Oscars, and that really just made me I was just meditating on it for a while, man. Even with my demon that I live with, man, and just people in general, they have short-term memory loss, man. They quickly forget things, man. They forgot about the assassination of the dude from Iran already, Solomon. I forget the general's name. These people like have short-term memory loss, man. But I don't forget, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai doesn't forget. Okay, but anyway. With that being said, like I said, that's pretty much what inspired this lesson because no one's really talking about it. There's still the impeachment is over and they're still talking about that shit, just bread and circus distractions, man. The weather's all out of whack, things are still popping, but, hey, it is what it is. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to start with Ecclesiastes. The main point is going to be the 12 and 4, okay? Because it's really from this video here. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play these two videos, but I wanted to read the scripture first. It was really from this video here off of Al Jazeera. Okay, Al Jazeera English. It says holiday ends, but workers stay home as China battles coronavirus. And what happened? You're gonna see in this video that a lot of workers are staying home, but those are the ones that can afford to stay home. But the ones that are working that gig economy, because China has that gig economy also, Uber, DoorDash, it's not called that over there, but they have that, those minimum wage slave jobs over there. Even though it's a communist country, there's still people out there delivering foods and so on and so forth, man. People that can't afford to take days off, as when it comes to Babylon the Great, the same thing is going to happen here, okay? All right, and that just basically brought to mind Jacob's trouble, man. And even though they're gonna demonize the men of the Lord, as we know they're gonna do, all right, we already know that there's gonna be a famine of the word, a famine of hearing this truth, all right. There's gonna be martial law, race wars, and ultimately the implementation of the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, right? But nonetheless, life is still gonna go on, man. All right. Life is still going to go on for some people, all right? And that's what really I was thinking about. We're going to be on the run. We're going to be as pilgrims on the earth. People are going to be dying, but people are going to become numb to that thing. It's going to be people mass death, mass famine. People are going to be dying in the war, okay? The third world's war. People are going to be going off dying in the war, but as the scriptures say, they're not going to bewail or moan, the widows are not going to bewail or moan their sons, okay, that die in the war, okay. The love of many is going to wax cold, man, all right. The people are going to become numb to this thing, all right. the terroristic attacks, they're going to be ramped up. Okay, as the scriptures say, terrorists shall make him afraid and drive him to his feet. Okay, just like in these third world countries, in Palestine and Iraq, Afghanistan, these bombings, these things are everyday occurrence, man. But what, life still goes on, man. They're still getting married. Okay, you'll see news reports of a bomb dropped on a dam in the middle of a wedding procession. Okay, as it says in the days of Noah. All right, they're going to be given in marriage, married, drinking. All right, life is going to go on. Okay, that's the main thing that was popping in my head, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is going to catch them, Yahweh Shai chiefly. Okay, Yahweh Shai, but we know Yahweh Shai is coming back. Okay, all right, but we know he's going to catch. That's how he's going to catch them as a thief in the night. All these things are going to be coming, but they're not. They're not going to take heed. Okay, the signs are there, but it's going to ramp up, and they're still not going to take heed. Okay, you see. So anyway, not to be long-winded. So this is Ecclesiastes, which is in the Old Testament, not Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiastes, okay, in the Old Testament. The main point, like I said, is in verse 4, but I'll start at 1. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, and that's now, okay? You got to seek the Lord while he may be found, man, okay? All right? So it says, remember now thy Creator, Yahweh, okay, in the days of thy youth, while the evil days, okay, bad times, which is what, Jacob's trouble, all right, come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, okay? Because we believe that it should be, everything will happen quickly once certain things take place, once certain prophecies take place, okay? But we don't know, okay? We don't know exactly. All right, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years. Okay, so Jacob's trouble could last what, a month? It could last 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Who knows? Okay. All we know is that we're gonna have to endure, and life is gonna go on, man. It's gonna be business as usual. Okay. All right. And like as it says, we're gonna be as pilgrims upon the earth in them times. All right. So it says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, that's Jacob's trouble, we're coming into them times, and the grinders cease, the workers, okay? And the grinders cease because they are few. Okay, it's going to be few work, a little bit of work, all right? But it doesn't mean all work is going to cease, okay? It's going to be few, scarce, okay? All right? As in Venezuela, all right? A lot of people aren't working. There's uproars, there's famines, but what? A lot of the government is still working, man, okay? The police force, you're going to have people that's going to work like the power company. These are certain jobs, important jobs, but these minuscule jobs, okay, are going to be replaced, man. Not to mention, you got the rise of AI, artificial intelligence, these computers. You can see it happening now in McDonald's, okay, in Walmart, these cashless checkouts, okay. The grinding is going to be few, okay. You see, and that's going to lead to famine and starving. It's going to lead to hell, chaos, okay. So it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Because the ones that don't have jobs, the ones that are, that can't feed their family and, catching hell, okay? They don't have that tawah, that exempt from judgment, that mark, that mark that exempts you from judgment, that hedge from that's going to protect you from Yahweh Shai, from all the calamities that's going to befall these people. Okay, they're not going to have any hope, man. That's why the windows are darkened. All right. So it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And over there in Moab land, all right, over there in Gook Town, China, all right, that's you can see that happening now. But this is a sign of things to come, man. Okay, all right, it's coming to Babylon the Great soon. Okay, Let me read that from the top again, Salakia. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Hey, and the brother Isaiah brought that out, that the keepers of the house is talking about the wicked elite, okay? The nobles, okay? They're the keepers of the house. They're the ones that own these corporations and own America, okay? They're going to tremble also in them days. Just like over there in Moab land. They're trembling. Why? Because the workers aren't working, okay? Okay, they're not making money, okay? Not to mention, their families could be stricken by these plagues and these pestilences, all right? They're not going to be exempt from this judgment, okay? So it says, in the day, let me start from the top, Salakia, from the top one more again. I didn't mean to read it, but hey, that's the spirit. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Okay, repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Okay, it says, while the evil days, Jacob's trouble, bad times come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, you must work the Lord. I'm butchering it, but I must work the work of him that sent me while it is day, because the night cometh when no man can work. Okay, that's the time when you're not going to have pleasure. You're not going to be pushing this truth. Okay, you're going to be, like I said, pilgrims upon the earth. You're going to be demonized. Okay, all right. The men of the Lord, anyways, and the believers. Okay, the 1/3. Okay, it says it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the nobles, all right, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, all your entertainers, all your stars, all your celebrities, they're going to be brought low. They're going to be humbled in that time, man. Okay, all right. You're not going to be looking for them in the answers. You're not going to be looking towards them in those times for answers, man. Okay, you're not going to be looking for Ja Rule in the time of 9/11 for answers. Okay, like Dave Chappelle said, "Where's Ja? Where's Ja? Okay, where's Ja Rule?" Nah, you're going to be looking for the men of the Lord that warned you of these things. Okay, but you're not going to find us. Okay. So anyway, like I said, that was the main point. Kind of long-winded, Salakia. Let me play these two videos and then we'll bang out two more scriptures and we're out of here. But you get the idea. That was the main point. And it was from this video, like I said, it just kept the theme, the news, but between the news, not mentioning nothing really, just basically running it on a little ticker at the bottom of the screen, barely touching on things, you know. You can clearly see, man, okay? We in them times. So like I said, off of Al Jazeera English from February 10th, which is today, 2020, the year of prophecy. It says, holiday ends, but workers stay home as China battles coronavirus. But like I said, not all the workers, okay? All right? These people that work that gig economy, okay, they're going to have to work also, okay? You Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, these different minuscule jobs, okay? You know? In the height of a mass pandemic, okay, you know, and we're scared, man, you know, but you're gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do, you know.
Beijing's Ghost Street is usually bustling with crowds, but this week it's living up to its name. The Lunar New Year holiday has ended, but fears of the coronavirus are keeping many businesses closed. Li Dahe's store is one of the few that are open. Customers are scarce, but he's still careful about who he allows inside. Delivery men are kept at a distance.
That delivery driver has been to too many places and has had contact with too many people. So I need to be more cautious around workers like him.
Those staying indoors rely on these drivers for food and necessities. But the threat of the virus is taking its toll.
Of course I am scared. This virus is very serious, but what can I do? I have to keep this job. All I can do now is wearing the mask and gloves.
You see? I'm gonna run it back from the beginning, you see? And that's what triggered me this video. That's what inspired this lesson. Okay, because life is gonna go on, man, and this is only a prequel. Okay, things are gonna get much worse, much more different, more deadly viruses. Which I clicked on this video, you're gonna see this also. It says coronavirus kills 97 and deadly in a day, I believe it says. Okay, things are gonna get worse, but they're not trying to panic the people. The bread and circus, okay, as usual. We know that the doctor the whistleblower, all right. Oh, what the scripture say that their tongues shall fall upon themselves, okay, in Psalms, okay. He died, okay, he's out of there, okay. More people, this thing is spreading, more and more people. I think it's up to 27 cruise ships, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are quarantined at the moment. It's mass panic, man. You got countries turning away different cruise ships, not accepting the passengers if there's Chinese people on them. Like Elder Apostle Tahar said, seas are the new ends, man. Okay, Chinese people are becoming the new proverb and byword. Okay, all right. What did he say? He was going to put all these curses upon them that hate us. Okay, all right. Chiefly Esau, Edom, the red Hebrew Edomite, but also Moab, Ammon, all of them. All right? All of them. They all played a part in our downfall. They all licked our wounds. Okay? So I'm going to play this back from the beginning. Like I said, the grinding is low, man. You can see over there in Moab land. Okay? We in them times. And the doors shall be shut. Let me start at 3 again. Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. All right? Hey, I ain't gonna read it. Read the whole thing. You get the point by now, okay? It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Them people that are quarantined in them buildings and them high rises, screaming out something about Wuhan, blah 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 blah, long live Wuhan or some shit, okay? All right. The hope is lost. It's darkened. The windows are darkened, man. They don't know when that virus is gonna let up. They're in fear. They don't know when they're gonna be able to go back to work. They don't know if the delivery person is gonna infect them. Okay, they're shook, man. Okay, they're humbled. Okay, all right. So it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. The sound of the grinding in Moab land is low. Okay. It is coming to Babylon the Great soon. Okay? All right? All right? So I'm going to read a little bit more. Matter of fact, let me play the last video and then I'll close it out with the scriptures. Okay, let me run this back one more again. Play this other video and then we'll close it out with the scriptures. All right? Holiday ends, but workers stay at home as China battles coronavirus. Okay, but not all of them. Okay?
Beijing's Ghost Street is usually bustling with crowds, but this week it's living up to its name. The Lunar New Year holiday has ended, but fears of the coronavirus are keeping many businesses closed. Li Dahe's store is one of the few that are open. Customers are scarce, but he's still careful about who he allows inside. Delivery men are kept at a distance.
That delivery driver has been to too many places and has had contact with too many people. So I need to be more cautious around workers like him.
Those staying indoors rely on these drivers for food and necessities, but the threat of the virus is taking its toll.
Of course I am scared. This virus is very serious, but what can I do? I have to keep this job. All I can do now is wearing the mask and gloves.
Millions of workers have yet to return to the city. Those who have must tell authorities which provinces they have traveled from. Beijing's usually crowded subway is operating at half capacity. Those not wearing masks are being turned away.
Before entering residential compounds or office buildings, people must first have their temperature checked. 你好. Those found with temperatures higher than 37.5 degrees Celsius must go directly to a hospital to be tested.
Hey, and that's why we believe, we don't know. We're just saying, we're seers, speaking out, throwing it out there. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Moab land over there, that's a perfect testing ground for that RFID microchip. Like Elder Apostle Tahar kept saying that he believed they're going to roll it out over there first, okay? You know, they're pretty much like sheep over there, pretty docile, man. And you know the infrastructure, they're perfect breeding ground to test and to roll that chip out there first, man. And they can use this virus, this epidemic, this pandemic, this coronavirus as an excuse, you know, problem, reaction, solution, or however it goes, man. Order out of chaos. That chip can monitor your temperature, can be sending information to that back to the cloud, constantly tracking you to see if your temperature goes up, beyond a certain amount or whatever. Okay. Give out your location at the same time, You see, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. He calls us all, both small and great, free and bond, that take that mark, that he may not buy or sell, that save he that have the mark. Roughly paraphrasing, okay? We can clearly see that, man. In the right hand, left hand, forehead, butt cheek, okay? You can clearly see it,
Compounds or office buildings, people must first have their temperature checked. Those found with temperatures higher than 37.5 degrees Celsius must go directly to a hospital to be tested.
In Wuhan, the epicenter of the outbreak, streets remain deserted. Residents are allowed to leave home only to collect food and supplies. But elsewhere, scenes aren't so quiet. Unverified videos of people being forced from their homes into quarantine vans are circulating on Chinese social media. The World Health Organization has called for calm. It's sent a team to China to observe the government's response.
That team will be bringing some of the world-class epidemiologists from the WHO that will be able to really understand the transmission dynamics going on, understand the severity of illness, understand the challenges that China is facing with this outbreak. And it will really give the world, hopefully, a good glimpse of what's going on in China.
Medical experts say the majority of coronavirus cases are mild, but many in China are not taking any chances. Katrina Yu.
All right, so I'm going to play this one, and we're out of here. Actually, I'm going to hit the scriptures, and then we're out of here. So this is from today also, February 10th, 2020, the year of prophecy, off of BBC. It says coronavirus kills 97 people, okay, in deadliest day so far. So that's 97 in a day. 97 people in a day. My demon was like, because I know you people and I know this got to be the thoughts of you 2/3, man. You scoffers and scorners, you mockers. Me and my demon was talking about it, and she's talking about some, oh, that's nothing, because it's billions of them over there. That ain't nothing, okay? Which really it is a drop in the bucket, but it's a precursor to the things to come, man. It's only gonna intensify, and that nonchalant attitude is the same way they're gonna be, man. All the way up to them damn missiles, man. Okay, all right, all the way up to their demise, man. That prideful, arrogant. It can't happen to Babylon the Great. It can't happen to me. It can't happen in my lifetime attitude, man. All right. All right. He's going to come. Yahweh Shai is going to come back as a thief in the night the moment you least expect it, man. Okay. You're going to try to repent and turn back, and it's going to be too late. Okay. Man. Anyway, coronavirus kills 97 in deadliest day so far. 97 people in a day, okay? You can think this is light work if you want, but hey, that's on you. It's not light work, okay? This thing is intensifying, and there's many more plagues, many more viruses that you haven't even heard of that Yahweh Shai is going to unleash on this place, man, okay? Not to mention the ultimate plague that's going to be unleashed on this place, which is the thermonuclear destruction, man, okay?
Let's take you to China now, where new figures show the number of people killed by the virus, the coronavirus, jumped by 97 on Sunday, the highest number of casualties in a day. It brings the total number of people affected in China to more than 40,000 and 908 deaths.
But I guess that's light work. I guess that's nothing. That's nothing. That ain't shit, because there's billions of them over there. Stupid, idiotic comment.
Thousands of people are under medical observation. There is a much smaller number of cases in other countries around the globe. 27 other countries and territories are now affected by the coronavirus. Let's take you to Shanghai and join the BBC's Robin Brandt, who is there. Robin, give us a sense of what it was like in Shanghai today and in other Chinese cities, whether people went back to work or stayed at home.
Well, here in Shanghai, the commercial capital, usually home to 24 million people, it was supposed to be the first day back. But I have to say, it was a trickle. The banks remain closed. Most of the shops remain closed. There's a small number of people out there. But there are clearly a lot of anxieties amongst people living here in Shanghai. And the numbers of those coming back is almost certain.
But then, like I said, they're going to have to go back. They're going to have to go back. It's going to be business as usual. People just going to die, man, and that's just the way it's going to be, okay? I'm not going to play no more of this. It's no need to be long. You get the idea. You can do your own diligent research, man. Do your own due diligence, okay? Anyway, let me close it out with these two scriptures, all right? You know, because like I said, hey, and this is talking about at the very end. This is not talking about it is talking about Jacob's trouble, but this is talking about at the very end, okay? At the last trump, at the twinkling of an eye, we shall all be changed, okay? We're going to get beamed up, Lord's willing, we be those men and those women and those, children, to make it, right? But it's going to be at the very end. We're going to have to go through all hell, man, all right? We're going to go through that, all right? Some of us are going to be martyrs, okay? But it is what it is. The dead in Yahushua shall rise first, okay? Be thou faithful unto death. But majority of us, Lord's will be protected, man. We'll make it all the way to the end. We don't know each other's lots or what's going to befall each other. But, hey, you got to trust. We walk by faith, not by sight, right? So, like I said, this is at the very end, man. Right before those missiles crack the skies, man. All right, we're going to get beamed up into them chariots, okay? All right, verse 41. Okay, but let me start up at the Salakia. This whole thing is good. I don't want to make it too long. 24 and 36, because like I said, we don't know. We're just measuring the time diligently, okay? Measuring it, watching the signs, and there's only certain prophecies. Only a handful of prophecies that we're looking towards, to come to fruition, man. Like the scripture said, to all be fulfilled. All right, heaven and earth shall not pass away, but let me might as well Slakia. It's just straight out of Yahushua's mouth, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who is a so-called black man, okay, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who is only coming back for his people, all right, his nation. Israel, Yasharallah, northern and southern kingdom, okay, which are scattered, all right, throughout the four corners of the earth, man, okay, no other nation, all right, Anyway, and at this time, not even all of Yasharallah is going to make it, all right, at this particular go-around, he's only coming back for 1/3 of his people, okay, his nation, the elect, okay, 2/3 of his own people are going to get destroyed, okay. So like it says, straight out of Yahushua's mouth, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, all right, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, all right. It says, now learn, Matthew 24 and 32, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh, okay. And we know that summer is nigh, all right. Why? Because what? The signs were measuring the time diligently within itself, okay? It says, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, what things? What he said in the top, all right? Earthquakes, uproars of the people, all those things. Let me go back up. For nation, it's like 24/7. And ye shall hear 24/6. Ye shall hear wars, rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All right. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilence, earthquakes. Okay. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see. All right. All those things. All right. Slaka, let me jump back down. All right. So likewise ye, when ye see all these things, because what only we're gonna see it, the elect, because what we have eyes to see, ears to hear. Okay. The rest were blinded. Right. So it says likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, because when you are working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay, this is about you. All right, the sincere Achium and the few Aquath. Okay, you got to work out your own salvation. All right, you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind. Okay, all right. So it says, so likewise ye, when ye see all these things, know that it is near. What's near? Our salvation, man. It's nearer than even we believe. All right, our redemption draweth nigh. Okay, so it says, so likewise, when ye see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Okay, and the doors of mercy are drastically closing, man. All right, all right. It says, so verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. All what things? All these prophecies and these scriptures, man. Okay. So it says, heaven and earth shall pass away, right? Which we know is impossible. That's not going to happen. All right. It said that the earth abideth forever. Okay. So it says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Okay, which is like an oxymoron, because neither all are going to abide forever. Okay. You see, it's it says heaven and earth shall pass away, which won't, but my word shall not pass away. Nothing's going to pass away. All is going to be fulfilled. Not one jot, not one tittle. All is going to be fulfilled. All right. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. Shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay. That's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. That's what we're waiting on. Okay. You see? Our redemption is nigh, but hey, it's going to be, to get there, we got to go through much tribulation. Okay, you see, it says, verse 36, but of that day, okay, an hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only, Yahweh. Okay, so not even the Son knows. Okay, that to show you that they're two different entities. Okay, but on one accord. Okay, if they were the same entity, wouldn't he know also the hour? Okay, but no, they're two different beings, and there's order. Okay, Yahweh is the Ancient of Days. Okay, all right, there's none higher than him. And then you got Yahushai and the angels and so on and so forth. But there's order. Okay, so it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father Yahweh. Okay, Abba. Okay, only. But as the days of Noah were, okay, Noe, which is Noah, okay, but meaning the first death, okay, which we know the second death is the thermonuclear destruction, the lake of fire, these missiles, okay. But it says, that's the second death. The first death was the flood, all right. But it says, but as the days of Noe, which is Noah, were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. What did Esau Edom, the red Hebrew Edomite, say? We're being it's terroristic, all right. The Amalekites were being terrified because people were writing what Yahushua is coming, all right. That's the day, okay. You see, that day is near, it's nigh, all right. It says, but as the days of Noah were, Noah, so shall also the Son of Man be, Yahushua. For as in the days that were before the flood, okay, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noe entered into the ark. It's going to be the same thing this time, okay? And knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, okay? Then shall two be in the field. The one shall be taken and the other left. Taken where? Into them chariots, okay? All right, enter into our chambers, man. Until the indignation of the Lord be passed, man. All right, which is what the indignation of the Lord is the thermonuclear destruction. Okay, so it says, then shall two be in the field doing what? Working. Okay, even though like I said, the grinding is going to be ceased. It's going to be low, like we see it in Moab land. All right, it's going to be few, not completely done. All right, you see. So it says, then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. It says, two women shall be grinding at the mill, all right? Slaving on the slavery, on the job, okay? The one shall be taken and the other left, okay? All right? So what? Right before the missiles hit, you're going to be on the job, doing whatever the hell it is you're doing, all right? It could be a man, a woman, whatever, all right? And then the missiles are you're gonna hear that loud ass trumpet, okay? That loud ass alarm. You're gonna look up, you're gonna see them, you're gonna go outside or whatever. The sky's gonna be blotted out, you're gonna hear it's not a drill, okay? It says, well, in 1 hour this place is gonna be destroyed, right? You see? So it says you're gonna look up, you're gonna see the missiles. You're gonna see your friend, your best friend that you thought, whoever. All right, you're gonna see the person working next to you get beamed up in them chariot, man, and you're gonna be left right there. Okay, you see, and then what? You're gonna get that damn nuke. You're gonna get nuked, man. Your eyes are gonna melt with fervent heat. Okay, your eyes are gonna consume away in their sockets, man. Your tongue is gonna consume away in your mouth. Okay, death by pain. Okay. So it says, 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Okay, so what he said, occupy till I come. Okay, so it said, therefore be ye also ready. Okay, apt to teach, ready. Okay, study to show thyself approved. Okay, a workman rightly dividing the word of truth unto Yahweh. Okay, you see. So it said, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Okay. This whole thing is good. You can keep going. We read it all the time. Okay, this whole thing is good. This whole chapter is good. From the top, read it from the top all the way down, because we in them times, man. We are in these times right here. All right. Granted, some of this came to pass during 70 AD. Okay, but nonetheless, hey, it could happen again. All right. There's no new thing under the sun, and things written before time were for what? Our learning and edification. Okay. You see. So let me close it out, because we bring this out all the time. We're in these times, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. Okay, that's another chapter that coincide perfectly with Matthew 24. Okay, that's how you know the Apocrypha and the Old Testament and New. They're all one, man. They all coincide. They all flow, man. Okay. So, but anyway, for the sake of time, to wrap it up, what did I want? Salakia. Where did I want it? Victuals shall be sold cheap. Salakia. Salakia, bear with me. I lost my spot. Here we go. Straight to the point. We're out of here. Straight to the point. Like I said, read this whole chapter, 2nd Ezra 15 and 2nd Ezra 16. Okay. I'm gonna start at 17. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16 verse 17. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe means destruction. Okay. Woe is me. This is Ezra speaking. Woe is me, showing you that there is such a thing as reincarnation. Okay. This is over 2,000 some odd years ago, right? Why would he be saying, woe is me? When this is a future prophecy, okay? There had to be something called reincarnation, okay? And he understood that, just like Daniel and all the prophets of old, that we were going to come back and stand in our lot at the end, okay? We're going to come back and prophesy again, and we are those men, Lord's willing, starting from the head apostle, Elder Tahar, on down, okay? All right, we are those men warning you, okay, of the impending doom of the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, okay, and the return of our Lord Yahushua, okay, Hamashiach, okay. So it says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And nobody's going to deliver you. Only one that can protect you is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Yahweh wa Yahushua, and that his protection, that hedge, that Dawah, okay. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? What days? Jacob's trouble. Okay, the times that are coming. All right, a time like never before, as it tells you in Daniel, I believe chapter 12, verse 1. Okay, So it says, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Okay? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine. Okay? We only in the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. Okay? This is just a little Braxton Hicks that's going on over there in Moab land. All right? It says, as a woman in travail. This ain't even the contractions. This is just Braxton Hicks, man. Okay? Labor pains. Okay? The water ain't even broke yet. Okay? So it says, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars. And the powers shall stand in fear. What did it say what did it say? Like the Akia, the brother brought out, where is it? The keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, okay? All right? We coming into them times, all right? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You can't do nothing but have faith. And that word faith goes back to trust. Trust in Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. That's why he's going to catch them as a thief in the night. Life is going to go on, man, as usual, business as usual, as in the days of Noah, okay? You see? They're going to become numb to the mass death, to the great death, to the famine, to the tribulation, all right? The love of many is going to wax cold, okay? All right? People are going to get real cold in them times, man, okay? Okay, what did it say? A man's foe shall be of his own house, man, all right? That's what times we're coming into. That prophecy got to be fulfilled also, okay? You know, Yahweh Shai is coming to set variance, man, a difference, all right? He's coming to sift, okay? We ain't seen nothing yet. There ain't nothing happening yet, okay? So it says, but for all these things, Slackens 19, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, okay? They're sent for you to repent, for you to consider Yahweh Shai, to turn back to the Lord, okay? To consider your ways, all right? Consider your evil ways, all right? Because what? Your iniquities, they're what separate you from your power, okay? Not just you. I'm talking about us in general, as a people, Yasharallah, all right? I'm not exempt, okay? We all got to repent. We all got to try. We all got to give diligence, all right? To make our calling and election sure, okay? It says, but for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, from their sins. They're not going to stop sinning. All right? It says, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right? Because the Lord, who the Lord loveth, he chastens. Okay? But they're not going to consider it. It says, behold, victuals. This is the main point that I wanted. Behold, victuals, meaning goods, foods, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. That's why it says, that's why it goes back to, and those that look out the windows be darkened. They're not going to have no comfort, no hope, no answers. Okay? All right? And the ones that have the jobs that are doing well, that took the chip, you know, living it up, got a good government job or whatever, they're going to be cold, man. Cold. They're not going to look towards it. They're not going to try to help their brother, their sister, their mother. All right? It's going to be every man for themselves in that time, man. People's true colors are going to set in. Reality is going to set in. All right? Okay? It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, Salakia. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men. And that's how it looks in Moab land, desolate. It's starting to come back now because what? Like I said, business as usual. You're going to have to pay them bills, man. You're going to have to risk it. You're going to have to risk death and pestilence. Because what? You're subject to payment. You're yet this day in captivity, according to Baruch. Okay? That says, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. That's why they're going to die off. You're not going to be able to hide and just avoid the plagues. You're going to have to go out there and work and slave and risk it. All right? Then who you're going to put your trust in? You're going to have to turn to the Lord. You're going to have no choice. Okay? It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. It's going to be rough, man. It's just going to be you, your thoughts, your demons, and your Yahweh, man. And he might answer you. He might listen to your prayers, or he might turn his back on you, man. All right? In them days, man, it's gonna be cold, man. Stop playing around, okay? You coming up into some cold times, man. Okay? All right? It's just gonna be you and your Yahweh, your thoughts and your demons and your worst fears. All right? Okay? So anyway, with that being said, Lord's willing, this video was edifying. Hey, like I always say, we almost out of here, man. We almost out of here. We just got to keep pushing, man. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep fasting, keep repenting, okay? Rehearsing the righteous acts, man. All right? Hey, anyway, like I always say, we almost out of here. Keep pushing. Shalom. Wa abad babal.